Under week 10 English, entrance ticket 1021. And then, yeah, let me know when you're finished. Wonderful. Okay. So, okay, the entrance ticket, here's the direct quotation from it. It said, in our book, Summer of the Mariposas, we've become aware of a prominent theme. Things are not always that as they appear. So you recorded these answers in your entrance tickets, but for discussion purposes, can everyone chat in where you saw evidence of this theme in the book? So this was just the first question in the entrance ticket. Just give any examples of characters or situations. It doesn't have to be any direct quotes, or you can also come off mute and share. So I'll give everyone a moment to chat those in. You can do it privately or also publicly for your classmates to see. Thanks, Abner. Abner, do you want to come off mute and share that too?
I was saying like, for like that they're not always that they appear like the chupacabra. If I'm correct, it was like a little boy, and then in between this gigantic little big old monster.
Yeah, perfect. Jimena also chatted that in. Did anyone else write the Chencho and Chupacabra? Like Abner? Thumbs up, anyone? Mahela put a thumbs up. Miguel said yes. Gabriela put a thumbs up. Okay. And then let's see. Naomi also said when they trust Cecilia, who ends up being an evil person. Yeah. Cecilia, Naomi, do you want to expand on that a bit? Just of like how they first meet her and then what she changes to be? Well, she is the witch. Yep, they trust Cecilia and she ends up, yeah, Mihaela, good. Nice, Jimena. The girls trust Cecilia and she ends up being an evil witch. Perfect. So things are not always as they appear. Yesterday in cohort B, Manaya, she said, gave the examples of the sisters, which I thought was really interesting because the sisters, they start off and we see them as kind of hostile towards each other and they don't seem super close and they're always fighting. But then as the book continues, we notice that they're actually very close and they end up being supportive. So maybe even the sisters are an example of this theme. I thought that was really interesting. Manaya said that yesterday, but it was definitely a cool insight. Okay, anything else? Sorry, anything else anyone wants to add? Yeah, Gabriella said the donkey, the Nagwal. Every sibling ever. Nice, Abner. Okay, so let's go to our learning goals. Very similar to what we're doing. But could someone read off some of the learning goals, please? 1 or 2 bullet points. Mihaela, will you read off the 2 bullet points, the first 2?
So
I can demonstrate.
I could demonstrate understanding of the expert of chapter 15 of Summary of the Mariposas. I don't know if I'm saying that name right.
Yeah, you did.
I can demonstrate, determine a theme and analyze its development in Summer of the Mariposas, chapter 15.
Perfect. And then one more person for the last one. Jimena, will you read that, please? Says I can write.
I can write an objective summary of Summer of the Mariposas, chapter 15.
Beautiful. Thank you. Thank you. This is a great slide. You can definitely write this down. It's also in your Google Classroom in one of the activities for today. So be sure that your summary meets the following criteria, all these bullet points. It's short, clear, and concise. That's the last one. I just want to reiterate that. Summaries can tend to be kind of long, but because we're just getting the most important central ideas and details, it should be pretty concise. That means short and brief. Yeah, and make sure always this first bullet point introduces the text by stating the title, author, and chapter, section, or pages. 1 second. I'm getting my book. Okay. So like, for example, with Summer of the Mariposas, if I'm doing with later on what day is Wednesday? Yeah, for your work on Friday and homework or independent work tomorrow, you're going to be doing a chapter 15 summary from Summer of the Mariposas. When you do that, you're going to make sure you use the title, the chapter 15, any page numbers, and then you're also going to say the author. So you'll say, in chapter 15 of Summer of the Mariposas by Guadalupe Garcia McCall, make sure you say that, and then you'll keep going. This is what happens. Clearly state the central ideas, include key events and most important details. We also include theme often in our summaries, theme statements, which is a reminder of the point or message that the author wants you to take away. So we've been doing a lot on theme. And it remains objective without opinions or judgments. So you can definitely give some analysis and insight to what you're thinking, but it tends to be more just summarizing the text and not as much as an argument from yourself. Any questions on summary so far? And if you're feeling good, can you say, put a thumbs up in your camera if you're ready to move on, or chat in that you're ready. Thanks, Gabriella. Let's see, can I get some more thumbs up? Thanks, Miguel, Maurice, Andrea, Sonia, thanks, Naomi. Cool. Thanks, everyone. I want to do a quick modeling of this. So, screen, everyone, we're just going to jump into our Gonzaga Google Classroom. And here it is. It's under classwork. Under week 10 English, there's a lot. So make sure you find rubric and example for an effective summary. It's called rubric and example for an effective summary. And it looks like this. So here's the rubric, which you all are going to read over individually. And then you're going to highlight and look through this chapter 12 model summary that I did, where you find introduction of the text or pages, you'll highlight that. And then briefly outlines what the text is about, you'll highlight that in yellow. And when you find the theme statement, that'll be in orange, central ideas will be in green, and any wrap up, so the concluding statement, you'll highlight that in pink. So it's called, I'll put that in the chat. Under week 10 English, it's just called rubric and example for an effective summary. And just read over that rubric and this summary. You can definitely start, for time's sake. I'll make sure I go over it a lot with you all, and we can do it as a class, but jump into that right now. Any questions about what we're doing for the next 5-ish minutes? Okay, so while we're discussing the rubric and also the example I just showed, I'll have everyone, just as a check for understanding, chat in the important elements that you want to have in summary statements. So I will put that in the chat. Chat in what you need in summary, in your summary statements. Thanks, Mihaela, wonderful. Let's get chats from everyone. I'm going to privately message some people and remind them to. Thanks, Naomi, wonderful. Let's hear from a bunch of people. So Mihaela and Naomi just said the theme and introduction. You can agree with them and chat that in. You can also add stuff. Awesome. Thank you, Miguel. Miguel said theme as well. Idea, chapter, book. Great. He also said use well-chosen words is what Abner said. Yep. You can be very strategic about how you add in details. Nice. Thanks. Ximena said details. Clear understanding of theme. Gabriela said conclusion. Andrea said the theme as well. Perfect. Let's just hear from a couple more people. Just want to make sure we're all good to go for our activity. So Ivana, Bernice, if you could chat in. Michelle, would love to hear from you. Maurice. Thank you, Adrian. Theme and characters. Yep, you can definitely put some characters in there. Great. Okay, let's move on to our activity. So, or are we ready? Any questions? Sorry, don't want to push. now that we're back, let's get some more cameras on. And could people just put a thumbs up if you're ready to move on in your camera? Thumbs up, are we good? Thanks, Mihaela. Abner, Adrian, we good? Thumbs up. Bernice, thanks, Naomi. Thanks, Sonia. Thank you, thank you. Okay. So for activity, why doesn't it load? Oh, awesome. Michelle just added the original text and maybe personal opinions. Great. So let's practice some summarizing. We're going to watch this Disney short film called Pearl, which some of you may have watched before because they always have short films before big Pixar movies. I think this one was before Incredibles 2, but I don't remember. And while you watch, make sure you take notes. You can all see this on my screen, by the way. Take notes about central ideas, important events, theme, or other details. And after, you're all going to complete your own practice summary of the short film. So you can record notes in this Padlet link. I'll put this in the chat. It's also, here's the Padlet. Cute. Okay. I hope everyone enjoyed that. It's really cute. And it definitely has some good themes and good meanings. So now make sure that you're recording in the Padlet. I'll send the link to it again. You can check on my screen too. Here's some central ideas, important events, theme, and other details. So go ahead and add to that. Just, it will be really helpful for yourself and also classmates when we do start our summaries to record in this Padlet. Thanks for everyone who started adding stuff. Yeah. And then once you're finished with that, which keep going, keep adding, you'll go to, in Google Classroom, in your Gonzaga Cohort A, there's the summary practice. It's under week 10 English. Summary practice, you'll click on that. And the link to the Padlet's in here as well, so you can look at what your classmates wrote and also add anything. But you'll start the summary in this box and then let's try and get that done by the end of class as an exit ticket today. If you need more time, that's fine. Just make sure you turn it in. You could also, I guess you could finish it tomorrow during independent time, but definitely recommend trying and getting that done today. So it's under, in Gonzaga, week 10 English summary practice is what we're working on. You'll just be writing a summary on the video we just watched, and you can record all the details and information in this Padlet. Is everyone good with these directions? Any confusion? Thanks, Mihaela. Ivano, we good? Michelle, Bernice, Maurice, any questions? Sorry, I'm just looking through. Leora, Gerardo, any questions? Thanks, Michelle. Okay, so I'll just leave. Let me just close out with some closing reflections. So take a moment to reflect on the following question. How did you contribute to this learning community today? How are the tasks you completed valuable to you? A reminder of our learning goals today. We were learning about theme, developing your knowledge on theme, and developing understanding and practice with summarizing. So reflect on this. You can also chat it into any reflections or come off of mute. Also think about the core value you were practicing today and how that contributed. Thanks, Abner. But yeah, you can chat it in or reflect on it. And then you can also share some appreciations, put in the chat or come off of mute, anything you're appreciative of.